How's it going, guys? My name is Inflameboy, and welcome back to Elder Scrolls Online. It is Sunday, and it is time for another episode. So thanks for joining me again. We're getting somewhere. We're on episode 18, I think. Not getting so many views, but that's fine. I still enjoy doing it. So we'll keep uploading every Sunday. Now, first of all, I just want to sort of clarify what we're doing in this Let's Play, because some of you might just be joining me for the first time. Some of you are repeat viewers. You said to come back for more, so first of all, thanks very much for that. If you are a repeat viewer, thanks for sticking with me and watching these, and hopefully you're enjoying them. But if you are new, this is basically me playing Elder Scrolls. We are on the console edition, so that's the first thing that's a little bit different. Specifically, I am on the PlayStation 4. If you want to add me on PlayStation 4 so we can play together, that's fine. Just add me in Flameboy. Make sure you put in a message though, sort of like maybe YouTube or something like that, so I know where the invite's coming from, and it's not just someone completely random. But apart from that, all we do really, there's no sort of construction to my videos actually. I don't really sort of plan anything, it's just completely random. The whole purpose is to just watch my progression. I'm currently playing a Dragon Knight, and from episode 1 onwards it's been a constant battle trying to determine the best build without using any sort of guides online, like already preset builds that people have thought of and have already named them and have already been starred in whatever publications or whatever, anything like that. No, this is just me sort of basically going on intuition more than anything. So that is about it. Now, what we always do at the start of every episode is I will say that I've leveled up a bit, I've done this and I've done this. So yeah, we're on the second map now of the second alliance that we're doing. Currently, I've done a bit of leveling up. I've finished my other Let's Play, so I've managed to start playing Elder Scrolls a bit more now. So we've actually got to veteran level 3, going on 4, and we've also got some champion points to spend, and that's something that I always do at the start of a video, is I put some points on the champion or something. So we'll do that now. I think we've already decided we're just gonna get these up until they're at the point of, I've decided 30. I think that's quite reasonable. We go 30 on the first one and then we'll start on the second one. So that one is to restore magic and stamina with heavy attacks, so that's that one. Now we had 5 points to spend there. Got another 5 on the blue, the mage. Yeah, we need that one. More damage on criticals. It's alright having critical chance, but you need the critical damage as well, otherwise it's going to be pointless. And the last one, we've only got 4 on this one. What are we going with? So this one was a little bit difficult. I couldn't decide which one to go with, but I think we wanted to get these special passive abilities at the top here. Especially the critical ones of restoring health. They're pretty good. To be honest, because this is sort of like one of those where I'm not too sure which ones to level up, I think I'm going to get them to 15 first. Each of them. Because they all do something. And you have to remember that the percentage for each point that you put on, it goes down. So it's sort of like a soft cap sort of thing. So let's go that. 2.2% on 3 points. It's not bad. Right. So that's that out of the way. We actually got a lot of points altogether. That was 14. So you can imagine I've been working hard this last week. Obviously I just finished Arkham Knight, so we've not really got anything else to do, to be honest. Okay. The next thing I'm going to talk about is skills. Now I'm sorry, but this is going to be a very skill oriented episode. Probably not going to do a lot of fighting, but I just wanted to get this off my chest because I've been sort of like having a bit of a dilemma, I guess. Sort of questioning my build, in a sense. Now we're doing veteran dungeons and all this stuff. I decided I wanted to try out different things, so I bought Ash Cloud. Now I held this off for a while. I thought, no, that looks shit. It's like, yeah, it's just pointless. But then looking at it, because what I used to look at was the dealing 186 flame damage, and I thought, oh, that's just really low. But then, if you work it out, that's every 0.5 seconds. So if you double that, it's what, 372 every 1 second. 372 every 1 second. Now times that by 18 seconds. You're looking at about 5k plus damage. Now the only problem with it, compared to other damage over times, or dots as people call it, is it's an AoE dot. So people have to stand in the AoE to be affected, whereas other like dots, when you apply them to enemies, they stay on them until they either wear off or if they cure themselves. So that's the only disadvantage. It does also reduce their movement speed by 70%, but it is quite good. I mean, I've really gone sort of heavy attack sort of style with igneous weapons. So having dots working at the same time, it really helps. So I was waiting till this episode to see what the morph is. I haven't seen it yet. I'm hoping that it'll increase the damage or increase the radius, because the radius is only 5 meters. It's really small AoE. Snaps is for longer after leaving the area. Well, okay, that's not what I was hoping for. 2.5 seconds, that's even worse than I thought. Eruption deals additional damage on cast, 1,100. Right, we're going with Eruption then, guys. So we've got a little bit more damage. So my DPS is really going up at the moment. Now that's all well and good, but when you get to veteran dungeons, I've noticed my survivability is lacking quite substantially. That is because I swapped out my healing ability. It's actually in a separate one. I've moved it around a little bit. A healing ability is there, L1, and that is the only one I have. I also got Entropy, but that's on the staff. There's nothing else apart from my ultimate ability that heals me. So I swapped it around and I put the armor on this side, moved it from the staff side, put the healing ability on the staff side, and it's a little bit better now because they don't really hurt me as much as they were, because this armor is well overpowered. Well, maybe not overpowered, but it really helps. So I don't really need that healing ability, only when it's desperate. And if I'm really desperate, then I can just cast my ultimate ability, and that restores like I think 70% almost, something like that. So it's a bit better now. The only other problem is I noticed my build is really preemptive. And I mean that in the sense of I have to make sure I cast my critical, which is that stays on permanently. But then when I come across an enemy, so let's find an enemy. There's got to be one round here. Right, up here. Where are we going? Where's all the enemies gone? There's no enemies when you bloody want them. And then when you don't want them, they're everywhere. Right, let's just complete this. I'm sure they'll appear soon. So what I mean when I say preemptive build, I have to cast a lot of things before I can really get stuck in. So obviously I got the critical, got the armor, which also applies as a dot. That's another dot, AoE dot to be precise. Then I've got my igneous weapons. That's for my heavy attack. I think it gives like an extra 47% damage on heavy attack. And then I got the ash cloud, which would just morph to eruption, and that's got to be cast on the ground. So there's a lot of stuff there that I've got to cast before I can start whacking. And I feel like it's doing a lot of DPS. Well, I hope it's doing a lot of DPS. No, I know it's doing a lot of DPS. The problem is it doesn't feel like I'm doing a lot of DPS because I'm not actually doing anything. So here we go. So cast igneous weapons, cast ash cloud of eruption, and now I can start to get stuck in. And they're all... Oh no, I didn't cast armor. I missed one then. So, oh shit. Hold on, I'll get the hang of this. Jesus, what's up with these guys? You know what, I'm just going to put my ultimate down, that will help out. That's like really painful, my standard. Right, just try again on the next one. Right, so we cast igneous weapons, we cast armor, we cast ash cloud, and then we can get stuck in with heavy attacks. Oh no, unless you get stunned, flamers. So even then I wasn't hitting them then, his HP was dropping. So I know the DPS is there. It's just that it doesn't feel like I'm actually doing a lot. But I know I am. The other problem that I'm coming across... Oh shit, who's this? Is Magicka. I'm very Magicka oriented. Always have been, but recently, because I've got these bigger abilities that take up a lot more Magicka, I'm finding that I'm running out. Now, I'm hoping with leveling up that restoration with the heavy attacks, the magical restoration, I'm hoping that's going to hopefully resolve itself at some point, and it'll become a little bit easier. Maybe increase magical recovery on the constellations as well. So in time, I'm hoping that will rectify itself. Now, I've already mentioned survivability. That's okay, sort of. I have to switch to the staff if I want to like really heal myself. So it's there. It is there. I don't know. It's the dilemmas of this game. I suppose the next thing is like, because we only have 5 slots to choose abilities, I really want something that's a little bit more active. And I was thinking, you know, the critical, it works out, the critical buff, it works out, it adds about 12% to both spell and weapon. And I'm hoping to make that sort of redundant at some point, like having enough critical without it, so I don't need it. And then I can trading something completely different. Something that maybe helps with Magicka. Maybe on the dual wield have something that heals me, so it's there a bit more instant, unless I get used to switching to staff, or having another more active damaging ability rather than another preemptive ability. But it's things to work out. I'm sorry, I'm really harping on at the moment. I'm just, yeah, I'm getting a bit lost at the moment, I guess. Before I was dying quite a bit, but now I've changed it so that I've got the armor. It's easing off a little bit, so I'm not stressing too much. Anyway, enough about that. Shall we do the mission? Let's get this. Let's get this done. Let's get this done. I'm not casting my armor because I don't really need it, and it gets a little. Yeah. Okay, we need it here. I should really cast it because it's got an extra dot on it. Look, that's what's setting them on fire, is the armor. Yeah. You have to remember, I'm picking these because I have a natural increase to flame damage being a Dunmer. So it does it all sort of makes sense in my own little way. Right, so I'm not sure what we're supposed to be doing. Just running around aimlessly. Oh, I seem to just forget everything that I'm supposed to be doing. This is what I mean by completely random. There's no construction to these videos, but oh well. I have been thinking, as I level up my champion points, maybe get quite a bit higher with that, is starting another sort of separate playlist. So I have the Dragonite, and I was thinking maybe do another playlist on a mage and sort of progressing that, working out different builds on that. And I don't know, what are your suggestions? What do you think I should do? Should I just focus on this? I will focus on this for quite a while, don't worry about that. But oh, this is a boss. Okay, let's get the armor on. Tell you what, we'll put the standard down. He's got a lot of dots on him now. He's got the armor, he's got Ash Cloud, and he's got the standard, and no chance whatsoever. There was other people helping, but oh well. Escape. We will escape. I don't know if it's supposed to be dawdling. Oh, there is that one healing ability I have on this, which is the Lava Whip. Only problem with it is the opponent's got to be stunned, so it doesn't always. It's not always there. So yeah, but it does heal quite a bit. It's not a lot, but it helps. I'm not sure what happened there, but we managed to escape the cave. As always, in usual Inflame Boy fashion, we skip all of the audio. We don't stick around listening to these guys. If we did that, that would just be nuts. Right, so report back to command. Right, okie doke. I think, oh no, I think we're nearing the end of this second map. We're not far off. Yeah, I've got a little quest to do there. Oh, I've still got to do this one. Who's wanting help here? Above, above. It says above now. What the Jesus Christ! All right, we're here. Right, enter Godrum's dream. I'm talking a lot today. Sorry. And you know what? After all that talking, I forgot to mention one other thing. I've been thinking strongly about changing the dual wield to two-handed. Only because I really don't use any dual wield abilities. I use, I think, maybe 3 of the passive abilities and none of the active. So 3 out of 5 are passive and none of the active. So it seemed a little bit sort of, well, what's the point? Surely I looked at the two-handed. There's some beneficial things there. But there is the other thing that one of the dual wield passive abilities increases critical rating. So there is that, and I need the critical rating, especially if I want to get rid of this thing. So I got an extra skills slot to use. So thinking about that, I might do it, might not do it. We'll see. But where are we? I don't know, but these guys are dying pretty easy. Am I stuck? Yeah. I hope you guys are enjoying my videos. I don't claim to be like, you know it all or anything. If you agree with my build, that's nice. It's nice to know I'm actually doing something right. If you don't and you got some constructive criticism, please tell me, because I am struggling at the moment, especially more so with the fact that I haven't got many skill points. I need to get some more. But yeah, any constructive criticism, then that'll be really nice.
Vengeance. Emmerich, trust me. I can make Wayreth suffer as Orsinium did.
Right, not sure what's this all about. Let's go into the next one. Now, where are we? Oh, we're in the middle. Okay. We don't want to be going in there. Up here. I've been thinking about getting rid of the igneous weapons and not being so reliant on heavy attacks to do damage, but it seems to do so much, especially if you got the critical rating there and with the extra 47% damage, and then you got it restores magicka and stamina. It's nice. So I'm gonna have to keep it.
Of course, General. After we sack Wayrest and kill the king, you can have the city. We just want the people.
There's going to be a boss at the end of this, I just know it. Okay. What are you doing, young man? Where'd he gone? Oh, there he is.
You fought so hard.
The Omen. Oh, one of these bloody things. Alright, mate. Stop it. Let's put this down. Just watch the damage. And it's hardly touching me with my armor on. So nice. Get some more passive abilities on healing with critical strikes and stuff, and we'll be sorted. Easy peasy. Lemon squeeze it.
You're a fool to cross me, mortal. I wish your presence in Quagmire. Come to me.
Righty. Oh, Mrs.
You mortals. Always. Do you really think my manipulations would be so vulnerable? The success of...
There we go. Right, I think that's the end. Yep, he's awake. We've managed to rescue him.
To cleanse the shrine.
I think that is the actual end of the sort of main quest line in this map. I'm not sure if we'll get an achievement or something. Maybe. Collect glow dust. What? Okay. Maybe not then. We still gotta go do this and this and oh no this. But I'll leave it there for now. As the episode's long enough. Yeah, just a quick reminder. If you want to add me on PlayStation, that's fine. Just add me on Inflameboy. Leave a message though saying YouTube either and the game. So YouTube and Elder Scrolls, or YouTube and Batman, or whichever. Just make sure you do that so I know where you're coming from. It's nice to do these videos. I'm still enjoying it, and I'll see you again next Sunday, of course. Don't worry. I'll do some more progression. So until then, guys, take care. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.